It's been a pretty big week for Xbox news, so let's wrap it all up. So this week's been really interesting. There's been some really big announcements, new games announced for Game Pass. So I thought we'd just kind of run through a few exciting things that you may either have already seen or have missed. I know I usually put these into a video of their own, but this kind of just got dropped on us yesterday. And I haven't had a chance to do a full video on it, but there's another 7 games coming to Game Pass this February, which makes it 14 games. If you haven't seen my video from last week, I go through all those first 7 games that came out in the first 2 weeks, and these ones are coming out within the kind of last 2 weeks. So we have Code Vein coming to PC on February 18th. Now that's already on console. This really interesting Souls-like is definitely worth a go. I bought it last year when it was on sale, and it's a really good game. It's pretty tough, and it is now coming to Game Pass for PC. We've got Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, which is an incredible CRPG. That's coming to cloud and console on Feb 18th as well. That is from Obsidian. This is the Ultimate Edition, so it comes with all the extra content, DLC, all major updates and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty awesome. Another one coming on the same day, February the 18th, and you have Wreckfest, which is came out last year. Looks like a pretty fun game if you want to do some destruction derby action. That is dropping on cloud, console, and PC, so all platforms. Then on the 23rd, we have 4 games. So the first one is Killer Queen Black, which is apparently really fun. It's like a multiplayer action strategy platformer for up to 8 players, which is pretty cool. We've got Dirt 5 coming to cloud, console, and PC, which only released in the last quarter of last year. It's a really fun racing game. It's got some pretty incredible visuals, and it looks great on Series X and Series S. Also high frame rate modes and all that kind of stuff. Really fun game. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Also for console only, Elite Dangerous drops that same day. That is like a sci-fi MMO space epic kind of thing. That looks really cool. That's coming to console only. And Super Hot Mind Control Delete, which is coming out for PC Game Pass, which is also already on console Game Pass, which is pretty awesome as well. So check those games out as they come out. By the time this video comes out, the first 3 will be out, and then the next 4 come next week. And let me know down below what you're most excited about. Also, out of the blue, Xbox announced their new wireless headset, which I have, of course, gone and pre-ordered. It looks pretty cool. I like the design, although it's very minimal, which, not everybody likes, but I'm all about that. I've just linked the press release from Xbox Wire down below so you can read all about it. It sounds very cool. For $99 US, or if you are in Australia, it's $149. It's up for pre-order now. It comes out on March the 16th. It's got support for Dolby Atmos. It's completely wireless, and it uses the same Xbox wireless connection as the controllers, but also is Bluetooth enabled, so you can connect it to your smartphones. By the sounds of it, iOS and Android. It also allows you to connect to Xbox and the smartphone at the same time, so you can listen to your game if you're having a chat on Xbox Party Chat through the app, which is really cool. I like the idea of that. There's also a lot of settings that you can control. The outside of them is actually on each side a volume and audio balance control. So you can actually turn it, makes it super easy to control your volume, and then you can turn the other one to control the balance between game and chat. So I love that. I think that's really cool. You got a little microphone that can, be popped away. 15 hours of battery life. Sounds really cool. I will definitely be reviewing these when I get them, let you know how they go. Hopefully the sound quality is good, because for that price, it's pretty good. $150 for wireless headphones is cheap in itself. If the build quality and the sound quality lives up to it, I think they are going to be a massive, massive seller. It does look cool, and it's funny, it was even hidden on the guy playing the Xbox Series X in the trailer for the new consoles, which cheeky Microsoft, always throwing in these Easter eggs and then they tell us later on. One last little thing I wanted to cover is that, and Digital Foundry did a really interesting video of it, but I've linked below the Xbox Wire article for this as well, which came out yesterday. There's a bunch of games getting what's called FPS Boost with a capital B, so it's clearly a technology that they're going to be employing to a lot of different games, which is doubling or quadrupling the original frame rate of some games. We're seeing 5 games added to this, with Far Cry 4, New Super Lucky's Tale, Sniper Elite 4, UFC 4, and Watch Dogs 2. New Super Lucky's Tale has even got 120 frames per second mode now. UFC has 60. They're going to be rolling out, like I said, more games with FPS Boost enabled. They're even bringing in like new menu icons so you can kind of see what's available, and system settings. This is what I find really interesting. You can go into the system settings and change if you want auto HDR on, if you want FPS Boost on. Really, the teams over at Microsoft doing backwards compatibility are incredible. Like, these options are really, really cool, and I love that they're, you know, it's not just like they're letting these old games die in the background. They're really pushing for them to be playable on this new console. And yeah, it's probably partly because they don't have those first-party titles to, you know, really push the hardware, and they don't have many next-gen games, and even games that we're getting this year announced, like Mass Effect and Biomutant. You know, these games are aiming for last-gen consoles, not current-gen, which is interesting to see. But also with backwards compatibility, obviously these games will be playable on the next-gen machines, and hopefully with some benefits. So yeah, that's really cool. Check out that link below. FPS Boost coming to 5 new games. Check out the Digital Foundry video if you want a good rundown of it too. It's quite interesting stuff. Really quickly, finally, there is an upcoming Microsoft Summit where game developers will be talking about using AI in video games, which is pretty wild, and it's really flying under the radar. If you want to know more, I've linked Brad Sand's video and friend of the show, Archimedes' video down below, so you can get a really great in-depth look at these upcoming keynotes and talks, and I'll link below for the website. You can sign up if you want to join them. Obviously, they're all virtual, and I think anyone can sign up as long as there's still space there. So that's pretty cool. I'll link all of this below. Just thought I'd smash out a quick video for you guys. I've got a really great video coming next week as well. Please check out my last video as well, looking at the top 10 entire series you can play on Xbox. It's a really, I'm super stoked with that video, so I'd love for you to check it out. And give me all your questions and thoughts down below. I'll talk to you again soon, and until next time, peace.